Hello, folks, and welcome to my channel. And today's video, I decided to talk about my newest purchase, the gun purchase. It is gonna be this little guy, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. I bought that actually right on Black Friday on November 28th. So before I start, let me make sure safety first. I'm going to remove the magazine first and make sure that there is no round in the chamber. You can see, let me check again here. So there is no round in the chamber. So yeah, it's always safety first, right? So okay, like I said about that, the past Friday, the Black Friday, the Modern Sportsman. That's my favorite spot to do shooting, to go to range and do lots of shooting every weekend. This particular model is common with the ports, the compensator. It's also referred to as a carry comp by Smith & Wesson. And the difference is between this model, as far as the size wise, it's a little longer. This is the standard size. The one without the comps is about 5.5 inch, and this one is 5.85. So when I hold it, when I grab it, have a good purchase like this, and now look at this. The pores are starting right after the tip of my finger. So that's the additional 0.25 or 0.30 inch. With the other one, with the standard one, basically I was able to cover, my finger was covering the whole action, whole slide. Before I made a decision to purchase this gun, I was renting this, and I rented, and I did at least over 100 shootings with the rental gun to decide to buy this. Obviously, this gun, looking at the size of it, is intended primarily as a pocket carry. This is a micro size, a micro compact size gun, perfect for very concealable pocket carry type. You can easily put in your shorts pocket. You can easily put in your jeans pocket. Super easily concealable. I'm going to go ahead and probably find a suit, the holster designed for this. For the time being, temporarily, I had one of these Uncle Mike's holsters, and I'm just keeping in this one. So if I put it in my pocket, I don't want to carry it just without anything. I don't want obviously the trigger to be exposed. And well, obviously you can say, if you're not carrying one in the chamber, would that be a problem, the trigger being exposed? It's a principle, and I don't like a trigger to be exposed when I'm carrying it. So, because the other point is arguable, right? You can carry one within the chamber, or one without the one in the chamber. So yeah, that's the one I want to talk about and compare with other guns. I have a couple other guns here I'm going to kind of compare, and my personal experience so far, because it's brand new gun to me now. I bought it a week ago. The day after I bought that, I mean the moment after I bought that, I bought 204 boxes of 380 ACP, and I basically went through them, 200 of them, and the next day again I went to range, and I bought another 4 boxes of 380 target practice type excuse me rounds, and I went through them. I was trying to kind of understand and get a feeling that if first off, one of the first things is the compensator was helping as far as reducing the muzzle flip, and the difference is, in my opinion, and I'm going to have to test more, and the difference is, I could say there is a difference. And in fact, I just checked the numbers, the metrics, the ones that they applied in a kind of a very controlled setting. Not only individual shooters' feelings or perception, but actual lab setting kind of settings and testing, and then they claim that the muzzle flip is reduced because of this compensator up to 25 to 30%. That is a very, I think, good number. 25 to 30% muzzle flip reduction, especially considering the size of this gun. And one more time, I just like to repeat this, on video or on pictures. When you look at this, when you check for this gun online or on videos, for some reason it looks bigger than it is. But believe me, you just go and put your hands on it, grab it, you'll see that it's actually really tiny little gun as it's intended. So I want to first off, compare this with one other micro gun that I have, and it is Taurus Spectrum. Remove this again, make sure that it's empty. There is no one in the chamber, no round in the chamber. So this guy, this little guy, I bought a long time ago, and after just one time, shooting and testing in the range, I wasn't happy with that. This is again Taurus Spectrum, and I was not happy with that at all. And it takes 6 rounds. So since then, I haven't, I didn't shoot with this gun. I haven't shot with this gun, and to be honest with you, I gotta also add this. I was a little bit prejudiced against 380 ACP rounds. The 380 ACP round, I was thinking, that's a kind of a, the term, the mouse gun. It's a tiny little itty bitty round. That is really not a good choice for the self-defense kind of situation. That's what I was thinking until I shot with this gun, with the Randall version of it. It was a standard version that I was shooting with. I don't have, unfortunately, one, so I can show you the comparison, but I think, that's fair enough to explain. That's a little bit shorter. Pretty much same. The height is same, 4-inch, and just a little bit 0.3 difference in the length. And barrel length of this one is 3.1 inch versus standard one is 2.75. For those if you wonder. So yeah, I was thinking, okay, this is I wouldn't carry this. That's what I was thinking. But after I did a little bit of research, I came to believe that they applied a lot of technology nowadays, to 380 ACP. So I think rightfully so, they call 380 ACP rounds a little 9mm. In fact, some, depending on the grain and manufacturer, there are some models of them. Some of them are really, they claim that it's delivering an impact as good as, if not more sometimes, 9mm. To me, I think the way they improved over the years, the 380 ACP is considerable, and for me it was enough to choose this gun as, you can call it a backup gun, or say in the summertime with t-shirts and shorts, you can easily carry. Super concealable, and this is still, with the good shot placement, in my opinion, a very good personal defense, although it's on the low end given the size of it. But still, if you have the right grain, right weight, in a good brand, I think it does the job, is what I believe now. I came to be fully convinced of that one. As this particular one, the ones I carry is a hollow point. These are Remington 95 grain hollow point, and obviously this is not for the target practice, although I'm going to shoot these two just to see how the self-defense rounds are doing. But typically, obviously, no one does constantly target practice. But this is these are I think not too bad of a choice as far as the personal defense option. So let me put this back. See, it was easy to put, again, 10 round, but believe me, I didn't even try on this one, the 12 capacity, because like I said, this is the number 11, and so far I wasn't able to put the 12th round. I think because it's being brand new, I was thinking the spring is very stiff. I hope that over time it's gonna kind of get a little loosen up, so I can also start putting the 12th. I even use my speed loader. What is it? Uplula speed loader, and trying to load this up. It just wasn't allowing me. I don't know. If somebody says I was able to put the 12th round on it, please let me know. Put in the comments, because so far I haven't been able to. So anyway, I want to compare this, in addition to the one I just compared, to this one, the little guy. Actually, if you look at this, is tiny little bit. This is actually almost exact size of the standard size. Because look at this. See, it's a little longer, right? So this is the situation, very similar size-wise. So when I was shooting with the standard size, this is how it was coming. The grip is not good at all. I mean, the ergonomics of this is not good at all. So I'm not gonna discuss much on this one, but just to kind of give you an idea, the standard Bodyguard 2.0 is pretty much, when I hold it, it was like this. My finger was covering the whole thing. One more thing that, if you just allow me, let me just do this real quick. Okay, so I also want to show here the way I kind of categorize and classify these guns. So this is also Smith & Wesson. I can show that it's safe. Again, I took the mag out. There's no round in the chamber. This is also recently, I would say, the purchase. I bought this. I don't remember exactly, but it's been less than 3 months, I think. And I've been super happy with this one. And I made another video. I think it's been maybe a couple months. So comparing this with Glock 19 Gen 5. And on that video I was explaining why, hands down, I chose this over Glock 19. I just watched another video yesterday. Somebody was saying exact opposite. He compared these two guns and he decided to go with Glock 19 because he was having the best results. He was happiest with that. Obviously it is very personal situation. It is my personal preference. For some reason that I cannot explain, my shot groups were a whole lot better with this gun in compared to Glock 19. In fact, the one I was showing on my previous video, to compare with this, I sold that gun. So the price of it was on that one, I think it was $550. And the I'm sorry, I said it wrong. 780 or something, close to $800. This little guy, this is a $500 model, the one with the compensator. The standard size, the standard one without the comps, without the ports on the action, of $400. So there's a $100 difference because of that. A little longer barrel, 3.1 inch versus 2.75. And yeah, this is my carry gun, and I carry on hip, on a holster. This is the way I carry this one. And obviously, like I mentioned, this is super concealable. I can even carry in my pocket, either in a shorts pocket or jeans pocket, or like a waist bag or whatever. If when I go to gym, even I can carry in my little waist bag, a fanny pack. So this is still, to me, it's not full size, good size, pretty good size, but I still tend to see this as a kind of a compact size. And this one has a thumb safety. This also comes, if you want, with thumb safety option. I prefer no thumb safety, but this one has a thumb safety. And like I said, this is my kind of EDC gun, everyday carry gun. One more gun I want to compare, full size, 6-hour P325. This is the combat version, and this is the custom, actually, the custom version. So I can shoot again. We're safe, no round in the chamber. So this is the gun that I kind of prefer to have fun in the range. This is not for my everyday carry. This is, as you see, the full size. It's not as practical or as comfortable like this one. And you can kind of compare this. You can see a little bit, right? A little bit. Ignore the. Obviously, you can't ignore this writing because it has a threaded barrel. If I want to install a compensator or a suppressor or whatever, so it's not as to me comfortable as this one for everyday carry. But I enjoy a lot. I enjoy this guy a lot in the range, and I'm gonna go ahead and probably install optic on it. And this is more like the one I think more suitable for home defense. Instead of carrying on my person, I'd rather keep this next to where I sleep, next to my bed, as home defense. I have a kind of a 3-level nightstand, and I keep my guns, not all the guns, but I mean those are the ones I chose to keep on it, readily available to me in case there's an emergency situation, urgent need or whatever. So this is that gun. And when I take this gun to the range, I have a lot of time, I have a lot of fun. And I want to say one more thing about this. You guys know the infamous problem about the P325. It was self-discharging, right? There was lots and lots of, there still is. And SICK has to come up with a definitive and final answer and solution. And it's up to SICK. It's not just a perception of problem. I believe it's a problem that a lot of police officers have been reporting on it. I tested this gun. I tried this. I put caps, obviously, not with live rounds. I put caps in it, and I put this through a test, kind of almost a rigorous test, I would say. Just the gun, I was trying to see if it's gonna discharge after putting the cap and putting that in chamber. And I mean I really rigorously shook the gun, I threw it down and everything. I did everything. This particular one did not get discharged with all this pressure applied to it. I don't know. This is my experimentation, and I like to say, I tend to say that that problem that a lot of people had with P325 wasn't applicable to this one. Is it because this is custom? I don't know, but I didn't experience it. I'm happy. But usually, like I said, I'm not going to be carrying this on my person, and so I wasn't really making a big deal out of that. And even if I carry this, I wouldn't carry one in the chamber with this one. So that would not be an issue for me. But I know for police officers and military members, carrying one in the chamber is the preferred way of carry. So that would be a different story. They have their own very valid point, but this is just my point. So again, one more time I want to show you the comparison with the full size and this little guy. Look at the size difference. Look at the size difference. Look how small that is. And also, look at that. It's really super thin, right? super thin. So that's another comparison that I just wanted to show you guys. I basically, when I was looking at all the information on YouTube, for the most part, the ones I found regarding the Bodyguard, for the most part, people are bringing their own personal experience, how they felt as far as the recoil, the requiring the target again, the muzzle flip, and all these things. And the typical distance for what they say, or what Smith & Wesson says, for the effectiveness of this gun is a conversational, they call it conversational distance, which is up to anywhere between 7 to 10 yards. It's actually a little longer for conversation. Maybe it's a little loud conversation. I don't know, 7 to 10 yards. If I'm talking to somebody, it probably the distance would be less than, I don't know, 3 yards or something like that. Anyway, it's, I think for that kind of distance, 7 to 10 yard distance is very realistic personal defense situation. If you look at the statistics, according to police records or court records, the typical distance, anytime the gun, semi-auto pistol is used for personal self-defense, typical distance is up to 10 yards, a lot of times anywhere between 5 to 7 yards. So this gun is intended for that. Can it not? Is it capable to shoot up to 25 yard? 25 yard is being the official testing distance. It certainly is, in the hands of a skilled shooter. In the hands of a, because I saw a few tests, research on that one, and actually done in a strictly controlled environments. Like say, there's a chronometer measuring the time, the distance, and the shooter is skilled, the same shooter, the type of ammunition, the grain, the manufacturer, the model, everything is controlled and recorded, and strictly, carefully measured and tested, and like actual ballistic testing. In that environment, up to 25 yards, this gun is perfectly capable and being able to provide acceptable shot groups for a personal defense. I think according to the FBI, the acceptable shot groups for personal defense at that distance, at 25 yards, is anywhere between 3.5 to 4.2 inches. And one can do this, can achieve that with this gun if one is a skilled, I repeat, skilled shooter. For myself, I don't consider myself as a skilled shooter, so I'm a much more enthusiastic or an amateur. So up to 10 yards or anywhere between 5 and 7 yards, I believe I can use this gun with confidence to defend my own life. So I'm very positive about this gun. Again, the closest competitor to this gun, I don't have it with me, is a Ruger LCP. It's highly comparable, equally, I would say, a very good gun. And there's you guys see that on the YouTube videos, and there's a lot of comparisons between Bodyguard 2.0 and Ruger's LCP. But which one I would choose? If I have option right now to buy between those two without thinking, I would buy this. The ergonomics of it is better according to what people that I listened to, what their experiences that I heard. The ergonomics of this gun is visibly better than Ruger LCP. And again, this is based on the model, the original model of the Bodyguard 380, which was double action only. and this is a striker fire, there is quite a bit of quite a bit of improvement. The trigger weight is about a little over 3 pounds, I think. And the trigger, see that, the flat face, the safety lever is a flat, and also trigger itself has a flat face. And putting down this gun, I'm not going to do it here in case, because I might be violating the YouTube policy, but it's super easy. That lever here, there's a little, there you go, there's a little serration. It's so easy to pull it down and put it do the strip field on this gun. I heard somebody was saying you don't have to pull the trigger when you're removing the slide. Well, I think you need to pull the trigger. That's because I tried after hearing that guy was saying that. You might say maybe, you know, in your case you should have, but maybe you couldn't. I don't know, but I tried that a couple times. You gotta pull on the trigger when you're moving the slide to clean the gun. After 400 shootings, I cleaned this gun, and I mean, I tend to clean more. I know we can go even couple thousand. I hear somebody with after 4,000, no, couple thousand, 2,000 shots he cleaned. And you know, gun was still going just fine, although there was lots of residue and debris. The performance of it was exactly the same. So yeah, I mean, you know, I tend to clean more. That's my thing. That's my personal thing. So the serrations on it, you can see pretty good serrations on it. And here the grip, the texture is not super aggressive, but good enough, very good enough. And also, if you notice here, it's a little bit curving out. See, a little bit curvature. That gives it really helps to have a real good purchase on the gun. That helps a lot. This little curvature, the outward curvature. And when you do put, and I'm gonna put the, again, you know, I'm keeping this loaded, and this is 12th round one. Again, there's 11 on it. I'm gonna put this. You gotta really give it a good bump here, otherwise you think it's there, but it's not there. Same thing with the 10-round magazine. There you go. See, there you go. One more time. There you go. See, with 10, I want to show you my pinky halfway out. When my grip is full grip, right? And my pinky, I would say 3/4 of it is out. But that's fine. It's not giving me a problem. With this 12 capacity magazine, it's a lot better. See, look at that. It's a little bit, it's almost all of it is covered. So it's a lot more comfortable. So for this kind of size, taking this out again, for this size, this good grip, and I can confidently claim that the grip ergonomics is super, and it shoots for the size that you expect. You're gonna get a lot of recoil. It's somewhat snappy, but it's very manageable. Excuse me. Somewhat snappy, but very manageable. To me, the degree of snappiness is very acceptable, given the size of this gun. And again, this is not intended for long-range shooting. So it's very, very manageable, highly manageable degree of recoil, the degree of snappiness of this gun. And again, ergonomics is, I think, super good, along with its capabilities of shooting real smooth. One more thing I was gonna tell you guys. This is not specifically related to Bodyguard, but since we're at it, as far as dry firing practice. For dry firing, I use Mantis. This is an application that I downloaded on my phone, and I use this gun for my dry firing practice. And I believe dry firing has a lot of advantages if you do it enough. If you pay a lot of attention, it can improve one's shooting. So this is my Taurus G2C. I'm gonna take this mag, and again making sure that we're safe. There's no round in the chamber. So see that little guy here, this one? This is the sensor that talks to Mantis application on my phone. I'm gonna turn this on. There's a little button here. So see that little green light is blinking? That means now it's active, obviously. And with that, I will connect to this application. Now that it's connecting, okay, good, it's connected. And then it gives me lots of training options. Lots of training options. And the beautiful part of it is, going back to it again. Beautiful part of it is this. I can go to history, and on history, I can see, for instance, it shows me, it gives me all kinds of graphics and shows me my areas of improvement. Like for instance, this one, it's not easy to see. Let me see if you can see that. It's really kind of shiny that way. So let me just read that to you, for instance. My last practice, a few days ago it was, a couple days ago, it says 19% too little trigger finger. That was my mistake I need to work on. Or 17% pushing, or 15% breaking the wrist up. These kind of percentages that it gives me to improve, to pay attention to. So like you can, if you want to see, for instance, I want to go back to, on the history, say the last shooting I did was, when was it? November 28th. And I will go to it, and it kind of shows my distribution, and it also shows, see these videos? It shows me wherever the weakness areas that it determines, because it's detecting the shots, and then based on the flaws, the shooting flaws that it's finding, then it's showing the videos to tell me, okay, here's your mistake, but you gotta do like the other video, the right video and the wrong video, right, so to speak. So you gotta do it like this. So this really it shows my percentages as well. Like which one was it? It shows 93.4%, and I did how many shootings? 50 shots. 50 shots, and I did a total of 200 shots that day, and they kind of shows me percentages. The highest I had was 95.7, and then it's not enough. It shows where the weaknesses are and where the improvements are needed. It is incredibly detailed analyses, and its shot detection it's just amazing, because I'm thinking, like, say, here, you might think, and I was basically thinking that way. Say I'm holding, right? I'm holding, and then I pull the trigger, and when you do pull the trigger, I'm thinking I'm straight. I'm not moving at all. I don't have any kind of anticipation problem here, because I'm not using, there's no rounds in it, it's a dry firing. And then still I'm making those movements beyond my awareness. I'm not even conscious of those movements. It is able to detect, this Mantis X is able to detect and tell me where I should focus to improve my overall shooting. For I believe for somebody like me who's an amateur and enthusiast, is a good option in addition to the actual live firing in the range. And one other thing, obviously needless to say, so far I did 4,349 dry firing, and it even shows me some right now. I can't see it. It even shows me how much I saved. How many, like for instance, mostly I'm using 9mm. So this is a 9mm. This is actually adjusted for this application as a 9mm. So it's calculating how much money I saved by having this many shots based on the average price of each, like a 9mm ammo. So it's amazing. I mean, I would really highly recommend that. I've been very happy with this application. And one other thing, the reason why I chose this gun, this Taurus, is I have to pull the trigger to show you what my point is. So just don't give me a hard time that, hey, you're putting your finger on trigger, because I'm going to do this to show you something. So normally a lot of guns, like here on Bodyguard, you rack the gun, right? And I'm going to pull the trigger now. And that's it, right? To do that again, I have to rack again and do it. What the Taurus, okay, I'm going to pull the trigger. And again, see, I can pull this trigger without racking it. And that's a super handy thing. This gun has that feature. That's a nice thing to have, because if you can imagine, when you're doing dry firing, I usually do 200 to 250 dry firing shots. You can imagine how much of a hassle each time, because each time when you're doing this, what was it that the power, the amount of strength you're applying here to rack the gun is about anywhere between 18 to 20 or 18 to 25 pounds. So it's just a kind of, it's okay. I mean, no problem doing that. But the thing is it gets old. You don't want to do that. You constantly, instead of for each shot, I just give you a number. Close to 5,000 times you do that, you get sick and tired of this. So anyway, that's the reason why I wanted to show you guys the application that I have, the Mantis X, and I think it is helpful as far as improving and finding those spots that you have problems with when you're shooting. It could be anything. It could be stance, it could be breathing, it could be finger discipline, it could be wrist movement, pushing forward, pushing lefts. Like in my case, my shots tend to pull left, a lot of times left downward, and a lot of it I know is anticipation problem, and I'm working on it. I have still one was to go to get to the point that I like to get, but what do you do? That we're doing this for fun and as much as I can improve. So yeah, I mean, this is the reason this is the gun that I wanted to share with you. And again, I was prejudiced towards 380, and I'm cool with that now. I definitely trust this gun to carry for personal defense. It is comfortable. It is much better than many other micro guns like the one this one I just showed you. Not even comparable. No comparison. And I know a lot of people, because I was thinking that way. Hey, that little guy, I wouldn't carry this. I wouldn't trust my life to this little gun. I basically changed my way of thinking on that one. I do trust, especially if you improve your shooting, if you have a good, decent shot placement at the realistic distances for self-defense situations. This gun is a very good gun, especially its number one, the highest selling point. The reason why they sell this is size, its concealability. It's a perfect pocket carry, and in this small size, it packs a good power. Thank you very much for listening to me. Stay safe. Take care.